everybody, welcome back to my YouTube channel. I thought, since I'm awfully new here to the whole YouTube world, I thought why not do a little get to know me video? Why not? So first things first, welcome to my cozy little corner of my office. This is literally my favourite place in the whole house. I just redid this room about 4 weeks ago just to make it a little bit more minimal, more clean and crisp. So yeah, love this space. So this is where we're filming today. About me. So I live here in Belfast with my boyfriend. I am 24 years old, so my birthday is the 20th of August 1996. I originally started my Instagram page about, I want to say 2 summers ago. The whole reason why it began was I have always loved reading blogs, watching videos, and I was like, do you know what, I'm just going to do this too. A few months later I was obviously diagnosed with 2 different kinds of cancer. So I was diagnosed with Hodgkin's lymphoma and thyroid cancer. Went through all my treatment. There is a video all about it, I will link it up here. I started documenting my whole cancer journey online, basically with the hope of possibly helping somebody else, and that was the main aim, help someone else and possibly just give someone a little bit of hope that they're not in this crazy big bad world alone. As far as family goes, I have one older brother. So my brother is a year and a half older than me, and we wouldn't talk very much because he and my dad are both Jehovah's Witnesses. I left the religion about a year and a half ago, and because of that we don't really have contact anymore, which is quite sad. I love them both very much, and that's just the way it is. That's another thing that we're going to have to chat about, is like the whole religion and cult side of things. My mum passed away whenever I was 3 years old due to very tragic circumstances. I actually think my earliest memory was her funeral, and sometimes I'm just sitting here and I'm like, I would love to know what her voice sounded like. And I know that may sound weird, but you see other people's mums and stuff and you're like, I wonder what my mum would be like. So yeah, I would absolutely love to know what she would have been like, or what our relationship would have been like, but she died before we got the chance, and that's okay because it has made me who I am today, and that's the main thing. It's definitely one of those things where you just have to take literally whatever circumstances you're given and make the best possible scenario out of it, and that's what I'm doing, creating my own life. What is my biggest fear? Oh flip. Do you know, this is going to sound incredibly strange. So I had this dream a while back. Well, it wasn't really a dream, it was more like a nightmare now that I think about it. So basically it was like my skin was covered in, do you know the honeycomb? Like what a bee's nest would look like? I'm going to have to find a photo to insert here. But my skin was covered in that, and it, even thinking about it, is literally making me nauseous right now. So that vibe really creeps me out. I hate sharks. They scare the life out of me. Even me talking about this, my stomach is literally turning right now. Get a wee drink of water. I remember I was in Barcelona a few years ago. There was a shark show on like the night before we went jet skiing. We were jet skiing in the ocean. I just can't. I think it all stems from being really young and watching Jaws. Do you ever get the part in Jaws where they're on the boat and the shark jumps up on the boat and your fella falls into his mouth and then there's like blood coming everywhere? My granny had to tell me that that was tomato ketchup growing up because I squealed the house down. What motivates me to work hard? Honestly, my career path has completely changed over the past couple of years. As soon as I was diagnosed with cancer, I was like, I physically don't think I would be able to work a 9-to-5 job now sitting in an office. It must just be my concentration. I know that whenever you go through chemo you have lots of different cognitive issues afterwards. Doing something that I love. If I'm doing something that I love, then it doesn't feel like work. Like me making this video right now does not feel like work. I literally just feel like I'm chatting to my friend. And that's the way it should be. It shouldn't be, oh, I'm going to make this video and it needs to get this amount of likes. It shouldn't be like that. It should be, I'm making this video for the 200 people who are going to watch it, or however many people watch the video. You know, for me, my goal in life is to help other people, whether that be through cancer advice, whether it be through beauty advice, whether it be anything in life. If I can share my experience and I help someone else, then I've done my job. If I could eat one meal What am I talking about? If I could meet, I can't even make. If I could eat one meal for the rest of my life, what would that be? Anyone who knows me knows that I absolutely love Italian food. I love pizza, I love pasta, I love lasagna, I love cheese. All of the above, that is my vibe. Now, if I had to eat one meal for the rest of my life, do you know, it might actually be carbonara. Guys, I'll be totally honest with you, I am probably one of the fussiest people on the planet. Up until probably I was about 18, I was such a bad eater. Recently it's gotten a lot better. Like now I won't mind if there's like onions and things, and whenever I'm cooking myself or me and my boyfriend at home, I make sure that, like if I'm making stews and everything, I just wing everything in. So I'm getting so much better at that, which I'm so happy about. For anyone else who's maybe struggling with eating properly and not being as fussy as they once were, if anyone is like me and is quite a fussy eater, you just have to do little things, even if it's blending vegetables up and putting them into different dishes. That's something that I would do a lot. The main thing is the goodness needs to get into your body, and that's how you do it. Well, that's how I'm currently doing it, and hopefully someday I'll be munching on carrot sticks. What is one of my pet peeves? I actually have a little bit of an issue, and I don't know if it's an OCD thing, I'm not sure, but I hate certain noises. I find whenever there's certain noises, I really struggle to concentrate. Cracking knuckles, chewing gum, little noises like that just absolutely do my head in. So I guess that would be my pet peeve, noises. It's so bad. I remember it got so bad at one point that I would put my earphones in at work because I just couldn't work properly with all the commotion going on around. So what did I study at school? I went to school and I did obviously my GCSEs. Because of the religion at the time, I left school at 5th year and went to college. And originally I'd went to college to do a business course. I was sitting in class one day and I looked out the window and all the trainers, like the people who were training to be personal trainers, were down in like the courtyard practicing. And I literally asked if I could go to the toilet, went downstairs and went and talked to the teacher, and I was like, can I please join your class? Went to the class and swapped what I was doing. So yeah, I'm a qualified personal trainer. You probably wouldn't be able to tell because I've gained so much weight from treatment whenever I was going through chemo with the steroids and all the rest of it. But yeah, I am a qualified trainer, and it's something that I can't wait to get back into and hopefully share with everyone else as well, share with you guys. I think that fitness and health is so important. So what are some of my favourite clothing brands? I'll not lie, I have not bought very many clothes this year at all, purely because I have not been going anywhere. This year I've sort of tried to focus on saving. If I were to have extra money to splurge on clothes, I really like ASOS. I love Zara. You cannot go wrong with a bit of Primark. So my style normally would be very minimal, and I like the classy look, which can be a little bit more expensive. One of the shops that I love to shop in, but I do only shop there whenever there's a sale on, is Mango. They have some of the most beautiful clothes. What was my first job? You guys are probably gonna laugh, and maybe some of you guys have actually been there. So do you know the Butterfly Farm? It is on your way to Newcastle in Northern Ireland. I know, how crazy is that? Like, people's first jobs are like cafes and all the rest of it, and I'm like, yeah, I just used to catch butterflies. So yeah, I literally would run about with a net sometimes trying to catch the butterflies that had escaped from the butterfly farm. Such a fun job. And the place where it is has like peacocks walking around and beautiful gardens and a manor house. It was beautiful. It was so nice. So I would work at the butterfly farm. I worked in the cafe there for a little bit, and then I also worked in the actual butterfly farm, like helping looking after the butterflies. That is such a random first job, but I worked there pretty much every summer through school. And then on the flip side, what would be my dream job? I would have to be a vet. I would absolutely love to be a vet. I am such an animal lover. I have always had animals, and I've got a little kitten now called Alfie. Well, he's more like a cat now, to be honest. I'm actually going to go get him. I'll go get him and show you. 1 second. So this is Alfie. He's going to be flipping camera shy now. Don't be camera shy, you're alright. what would be my Starbucks order? Ooh, do you know, I absolutely love the chocolate frappuccinos. Love them. I am not a coffee drinker. I am a tea drinker all the way through. I originally would get the chocolate frappuccino with no coffee, and I was in work, this must have been about 2 years ago, I was in work one day and someone else got me one and didn't ask for no coffee, and I tasted it and I was like, oh, must be dark chocolate or something. I was bouncing off the walls, like my leg was shaking. I am not used to caffeine whatsoever, so a large coffee frappuccino sent me literally doolally. So yeah, if you want to see me hyper, get me one of those for sure. Thank you so much for watching this YouTube video, guys. I really appreciate it. If you want to follow me on the daily, make sure that you follow my Instagram page, and I can't wait to chat to you guys next time.